There is a certain social stigma within our culture regarding the state of mental health. For fear of being judged weak and inferior and the fear of embarrassment, many of us just choose to avoid the topic of mental health altogether.
I think mental health is important for us all. I think
Overlooked?
definitely overlooked. By far it's overlooked. I think we don't really, more so than mental health. Because it's hard to pinpoint exactly what mental health is.
That's a broad statement.
That's a very
Okay.
broad statement. And mostly people with mental health issues never told you that. I have mental health issues. I rhyme. Though, like, you know what I mean? So I think a lot of people have mental health issues. Like the average dude, he's not making enough to pay his bills. He's trying to figure out how he's going to pay this, pay that. His health is a certain way. How does he not have a mental health issue when he's just constantly in the cycle of just going through some shit and really doesn't know how to express him or herself? Like, you know what I mean? So I think all of us at some point, not just saying we all crazy, but we face things, adversities, challenges, emotional places that is hard to describe and tell others. So nobody really wants to come out saying I feel totally fucked up.
The stigma is holding us back. By more people just opening up, we can begin to see just how common it really is.
Because I had never had to deal with that before. Like, I was I was a happy kid. I wasn't like a down kid. Like, I observed life and I saw like it for its positives and negatives, but I wasn't like a depressed child, you know what I mean? So when I had to deal with that type of mind state, I wasn't speaking on it. So then when I tell people like, yo, I was fucked up for this whole album, like, I was like doubting myself this whole time. Niggas like, what?
It is time to remove the taboo behind mental health. We need to initiate conversations, not just for ourselves, but to be able to help those around us as well.
You know that feeling where your thoughts scare you or make life tough? Sometimes it feels like no one else in the world has those thoughts or feelings. No one seems to know how difficult it is to deal with your feelings. And it's not easy to share your deepest secrets. You might think something is wrong with you. Or you might worry what other people think. And all of that makes your thoughts and feelings worse. Our culture has created this environment of shame. Until the 1960s, society sent people away if they had challenges managing their thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Over time, we learned that we didn't have to be afraid. We learned how to help people get better. We became hopeful. But there are remnants of those images in our culture today, which is why some people still feel uncomfortable talking about it. The stigma has taken new forms too. With more access to more people all the time, it can seem like the world is telling us it's not okay to be anything but perfect.
Look at your social media page. Like, pick up your Twitter, pick up your Instagram. Just scroll. Everybody's fucking great or doing great.
Yeah,
everybody's chilling.
Everybody's best life.
You think everybody's really doing that great?
Society paints this idea of a picture-perfect existence. Imagine trying to deal with that type of pressure to be perfect, while deep down, you know that something is mentally wrong.
Pressure is real, man. That's why people jump off of buildings, man, like, and just end it. It doesn't matter what the story was behind the pressure. Pressure is pressure, because that pressure is real. And sometimes the pressure is so strong, you can't even see what you got in front of you, which is like, you can't see that like you got a real life in front of you. You got friends that love you, family that love you, kids that love you, but you're just so worried about this that it dominates all your thoughts and it now interferes with your life. And that's when people end it. You got college students that end it, like, and just because it was the pressure and the competitive nature of school was too much for them to take. And we know, like, yo, it's just college, man. You know what I mean? You'll be all right. But pressure feels the same no matter what situation you're in.
The question isn't can you handle the situation, the question is can you handle your mind? Can you manage the thoughts and the emotions that are trying to poison your progress? Forget managing the situation. Manage your mind.
I'm a person who bottles shit in, but I'll release it on the mic. Like, I'll smoke or I'll take a day to myself, sometimes think about my loved ones, sit down, cry, let it go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Push up, run, just scream. I do all sort of shit.
The idea that expressing our feelings and emotions makes us weak is one of the biggest obstacles that prevent people from reaching out for help.
Like the average dude may not feel comfortable crying. Like I don't want niggas in the hood to think I'm crying all the time. Like I know dudes that'll cry that'll pop your fucking top off. The biggest point in life to resolve mental health is like giving a fuck about a person.
C3. Hello. I got smoke coming from my seats. I can play basketball with the moon. I got the whole world at my feet. Playing touch football on marijuana streets, or in a marijuana field. You are so beneath my cleat.